All right, so really quick, everyone, we are now recording this, and all of the live people are muted, and we have two presenters. You guys are going to see my beautiful face. We're going to be sharing images for those, and my mom, Linda, will be talking as of right now. So take it away, Mom.
Okay, great. Well, I was so glad about all of these products, but the first one sounds really luscious, and the name is the Luscious Lemon Foaming Hand Soap. It's sold in a 3-pack, and of course she was describing, Carrie, who was doing the intro for the new products, that the wonderful, awesome thing about this particular product, it's going to be first, and there'll be new products with this new scent to follow, but it's very gentle on your hands. So it not only, you know, is great to get rid of your germs and everything like that, but it's not going to dry out your hands, because we're all trying to practice a new way of doing our hand washing like 20 times a day. And this product will not be doing that. And of course, it's all natural. And I took pictures on my phone, but I can't see those right now with the ingredients. But I do remember her saying that, of course, lemon is the first ingredient, but it's not the only one. So that's awesome. It's not just lemon hand soap, it's luscious lemon. And the 3-pack is $44.25.
Perfect.
For our wholesale. And it's full PV. Okay, ready for the next one?
Yes, go for it.
Okay. Now, these two products, I'm going to be getting all of them because they sound awesome. But this is from our Savvy Mineral line.
Okay.
And they've added a lengthening mascara and also a volumizing mascara. And what's great about these, there's two. They're both $32. And you can layer them either together or by themselves, but because they are all natural ingredients, these were 2 years in the making, 2 years. The first year Young Living was working with a very exclusive company that does cosmetics in Italy for all their scientific information, so that we can have these two new mascaras, but still have no synthetics, no bad ingredients at all. And the fibers that are in the mascara, I believe this was the one that adds volume, are plant fibers of cedarwood and rosemary. And of course,
it's cool.
both
So
have
it's probably
lavender.
using our cedarwood and rosemary.
Yes, these are all our Young Living essential oils, and they both have lavender in them, among other things.
Perfect.
So that was cool. And they're $32 each. I did not write down the retail value. So, okay. But it's completely different technology. The next product, ready for it, Jean?
Yep.
Is the Valor deodorant. Now, the awesome thing about this is not only does it smell wonderful, because, you know, I haven't met anyone who did not like the smell of Valor. It has a lot of benefits just smelling this awesome combination of oils. But this deodorant has mango seed butter, so it makes it very, for sensitive skin, it's awesome. It has the mango seed butter, and then the arrowroot, which balances the pH. And of course, aluminum free, you know, all the best ingredients with this. Now, the PV on this is different than the wholesale value. It's $12.75, and the PV is $9.
Awesome. So for those of you that are probably watching this replay video, you're seeing me just show images from this book that's called Seed to Seal. Because usually when I've shared my screen in the past, it doesn't show my full screen. But Mom, go to the next one now.
Okay. So now we're going to talk about the teas, which
Perfect.
this time of our new pivoted position on, you know, interacting in the public and all the stress that, you know, we're facing individually and as a group, the teas are just an awesome way to, you know, energize in the morning and take a boost. And then in mid-afternoon, there's a different tea that you could try. And then at night, there is a third tea. So the first one is made of orange and rose hips. And of course, what's unique about these too is they're sold with an essential oil. So this particular tea is sold with a lemon oil. And Jean, I don't have the names of these. They're on my screenshot, which you're showing.
No, it's okay. It's an orange rose hip black tea. That's what you're talking about. And then what's the next tea?
Yes, and so the black tea, by the way, is got half as much caffeine as coffee, but of course it's a better caffeine. The second tea is a green tea base, and that has about a third of the amount of caffeine as a cup of coffee, and that's good for an afternoon pickup. And
yes, so that's the vanilla lemongrass green tea.
Right, and it has like those subtle. The more you drink it, you can taste the things. That one comes with an orange vitality, so they all come with a vitality oil, so that you can add to it. And great way to get people to try some of the essential oils. The third tea, okay, is a ginger turmeric, and it has your chai flavoring, and that comes with a tangerine essential oil.
So there's all three teas.
Now,
okay.
They're selling this as a bundle, which will probably, as I said, sell out today. It comes with a special Young Living glass cup with a lid.
Yep.
The three things, or the three teas with the three essential oils and the cup and the lid, are selling for $100. I did not catch, I'm sorry, young ladies, I did not catch the individual price of the tea. And
that's okay. They can look at that on their virtual office. You guys could even go. Most of you, I know, some of you are new, but some of you aren't. But you guys know how to get on your virtual office, and you can order today or add these right now. And then, what's the next item, Mom?
Okay, so the next item that I have down here is when we now have the CBD starter kits available for everyone.
Okay. Oh, so like if I wanted to order a starter kit as a quick order, I could order it instead of it just, okay, that makes sense.
Right. Before they were limited, there's 2 CBD starter kits, and they were limited to only new enrollment, but now they're available to everyone. So that's pretty exciting.
Awesome. Well, cool. So that's great. And I think we are ready to move on to our next section of what are oils? How do they work? We have the new products. So, and what's the Young Living difference? And what are oils that are going to help support you with just feeling better? And I know I saw had the people that had joined earlier and did their intros. We had sinus support, new products. So we heard about the new products. And we got some feedback from Mary on Thieves and how she loves our Thieves lozenges, and that she does the Progestins Plus, and she loves Ningxia Red. And my mom will be talking more about Ningxia Red, but here's an awesome image of it. And this is actually like over stress and everything, your blood gets sticky, for those of you who can see the image online. And then when you're using the Ningxia, it just helps your blood flow better. So it's really good for blood health. So she's going to go more in depth with that. But what are essential oils? So essential oils are the volatile liquids of the plants. So they're distilled from the shrubs, the flowers, and just different areas of the plants, the trees, the bark, and whatnot. And what they do is they help support our bodies. So they're great for your immune system, your cardiovascular, your nervous system. They're just awesome for supporting us on a daily basis. And that's why when I first started, I put on Stress Away, and then I realized I should put on some Valor right now. And I'll tell you a little bit more about Valor and Stress Away in a minute. But in humans, they provide support for every system in the body: your skeletal system, your muscular system, your circulatory system, your endocrine system, your hormones, your respiratory system, and your immune system. They can support your brain health and a healthy weight management. They also are great for spiritual support in your prayer life, as well as emotional support. And they've been used for thousands of years. They've been used by the Egyptians and the Romans and the Greeks. So, and they have and are mentioned in the Bible thousands of times. And why is it important to kind of recognize this? Because of there is a lot of validity and of why frankincense was given to like baby Jesus, and then myrrh, and then the Egyptians used essential oils for beauty and embalming. And right now, after World War II, when oils were rediscovered, so they were rediscovered after World War II, and the science is growing on them every single year. And you guys, so the Young Living difference is our seed to seal. And we have multiple farms throughout the world. So you guys can see as I read you guys some info, this is the seed to seal info, right? So our farms is what sets us apart, and we do not strip constituents to make our oils smell better. We do not mix species to make the same oil. We do not spray weed killers, herbicides, or use genetically modified seeds. We spend $12,000 per acre to hand weed lavender instead of the industry standard of $60 per acre for lavender. So again, $12,000 is what Young Living spends. Other companies make the same lavender oil, but they spray weed killer, which is $60 per acre. That's not okay, because those oils or those contaminants, because essential oil is the concentration of the plant, that means it's going into your system even more. Not cool. That's why Young Living is awesome. And why do the other companies do it? Because it's cheaper. Who knows? They have their reasons. We don't. We value plants. We value Mother Nature. We're about sustainability and supporting the body completely. So our soil is not tainted with mercury, arsenic, glyphosate, or any other poison, because our fields are untouched by toxic chemicals. We harvest at the exact same time of day that Young Living's research team has found to be ideal time for that specific plant. We know when the peak is because we have our extensive libraries of these oils. We're the oldest and largest globally, compiled this information for nearly 30 years of research on 6 different continents. So you guys saw earlier, there's just farms everywhere. There's Croatia, there's Mona, there's Guatemala, and we have over 600 life-changing products, 16 corporate and partner farms, more than 20 international markets, 50 highly trained scientists, 12 independent partner labs, and 6 million global members, and more. And we test oils 8 times at the farm, then again in Spanish Fork, Utah, and then again after bottling. We do 24 tests per batch to make sure that the oil meets our standards. Then we do a third-party testing with 2 accredited, respected independent labs. Young Living's oils are tested by scientists with over 180 years combined lab experience. Most of the scientists were hands trained by founder Gary Young. So that's a little bit of a background on why we use oils and why I don't buy oils from someone locally, because they don't have the science, they don't test. Over time, Young Living has spent over $10 million in making sure that we have quality farms and products. Also, little fun facts with lavender: to make a big bottle of lavender, it takes 27 square feet to make this big 15 ml bottle of lavender, which is about 285 drops. And then price per drop, somewhere about like 10 to 12 cents per drop. That's really reasonable because you only really need 1 drop per application. If two to 3 come out, that's okay for an adult. Little kids are different. When I've used kids oils for children, I usually apply it so that I'm getting some of the benefit. And how we apply oils is we just take a drop and voila, and you can put it anywhere. A lot of the time I won't put it directly on my hand unless I'm applying it to Nate or somewhere like my back, because they're great for occasional back issues. Remember, muscular support. And lavender is like the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. So the other day, I was working in the yard, and I apparently didn't realize that I had put the rake up, prongs up. So I stepped on it and smacked myself in the head. Yeah. So what was I looking for? Lavender. That was my first thing. I couldn't find it right away, so I put on Clarity, and then I was feeling the bump, which you can't see, and this was on Monday. You can't see a bump because I could feel it coming on. I was like, oh no, I have videos to do. I don't know, this is not cool. So I went for lavender, I went for frankincense, I went for Valor, and I was like, oh, and I was putting it on frequently, because anytime you have an issue that happens, like a first aid incident, you want to put oils on more frequently. Usually 2 times a day is great. But if you're feeling either emotionally distraught, you can grab your Valor, because it really helps with courage and grounding. So that's Valor. Valor is a blend of oils that's amazing. So here's the blend. It has black spruce, camphor, blue tansy, frankincense, and geranium. And again, usually I apply Valor topically, so I'll just let it oil or drop. It's very blue. You guys can see it as it drips down. It's blue because of the blue tansy. And just apply it wherever needed. But Valor is really good just for that courage. And yeah, that happened. I had a Looney Tunes moment. It was not cool. I was sad, pissed, and laughing all at the same time. You can feel 3 emotions at once, because that's where I was at. And then another one that's really good for helping just with grounding and making sure that you're stress-free is Stress Away. And again, you can put this in the diffuser. You can take this when you're going shopping. I mean, we're in COVID-19 and there's a lot of unknown. And usually that's where we're most heightened and with stress. And right now, you guys, we need to focus on being de-stressed, because if we're chronically overstressed, we're working our whole bodies way too much. And if we're chronically overstressed over a long period of time, that's going to create more disease and probably going to create an autoimmune issue, because everything's just going. So we want to make sure that we're de-stressed. So Stress Away. Again, you can put it on topically. What I'm doing right now, for those of you watching, is it's called layering. You can layer several oils at a time, if that's what you choose, or you can wait 10, 15, 20 minutes and say, hey, I'm doing good. Or, hey, I need something else. This isn't the one. It just depends on where you're at that moment in time. And it's okay to cry. You guys, that's a really good thing. We need to be releasing. There's an oil called Release if you guys need to use that or add that to your extra order. So then you have Thieves, and Thieves is great. This is the Vitality line. So you can add it in your Ningxia Red. Oh, sorry, I hit my computer. Not trying to get you guys motion sickness here, but if you do have motion sickness, use Digest or peppermint. Just saying. Those are quick. We'll go over those more in a second. But Thieves, you can add to this awesome Ningxia Red, which comes in a bottle like you see in this image, or with your premium starter kit, it comes in little packets. And the premium starter kit is the oils that I'm going over, which is $165, and it's basically half off all of these oils. And you get a diffuser as well. The diffuser you guys saw earlier, actually you can see it. And this diffuser is really cool. And as we mentioned earlier, it's very important to understand what you're using, or to make sure you're using your diffuser daily to help clean the air. So these are just the different light settings, and you guys can get the point. It just changes light settings. Actually, maybe you can't really, it's not dark enough in here. I'll have to do one, but you can look at it online. So back to Thieves. Thieves is the one that's really good for immune support. I also like to use it in the winter for muscles because it has the cinnamon bark and clove, but do realize because of the cinnamon bark and clove, it is a little bit warming. So for you or your kids, just make sure that you have like a V6 or a coconut or an almond oil around, okay? So that's just a little bit of that. But again, you can add it to your Ningxia Red. So Digest. Digest is another blend of ginger, tarragon, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. And this is really great for your digestive support. So I use Digest usually, and this is the Vitality, but there's also a topical one. It's like, oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. This is a good point to tell you guys this. So these are both lavender. Can you guys see that? That says, well, it says lavender, that's lavender. This is a white label. The white label talks about on the label internal use or using it as a dietary supplement. The color label is for topical or aromatic. So diffuser or putting on topically, but they're the same quality. It's only the label that's different. That's it. So Digest, though, you can make a little gel cap. It's just amazing for cleansing your gut health. And right now, you guys, for your digestive system, you need to have good gut health. Please be eating your fruits, your veggies, your fresh, made from scratch items right now, because that's going to help boost your immune system as well as essential oils, okay? So peppermint is another one. Peppermint, to me, helps explain the microbiome, which is something you guys, we don't have time to get into, but you guys can look it up. But also the microbiome and the gut-brain connection, because peppermint is great for occasional headache, but it's also good for your stomach and occasional stomach issues. And really, really quickly, another thing about your brain and the gut-brain connection, you really have three brains. You have your heart brain, your brain brain, and your gut brain. There's more that's also with the vagus nerve, but we're gonna move on because I know many of you are new to oils and you wanna hear about essential oils. So Citrus Fresh Vitality. This is a great oil. I love adding this with like seltzer water, and it's it just makes it seem like a soda. I don't drink soda anymore. Please don't. But if you do, it's okay. I do have a member who loves putting lime Vitality in her Coke. She's like, I love it, and it's so much cheaper. And if the restaurant doesn't have lime Vitality, then I have it in my pocket. I'm like, cool. If that's, and she's like, and my digestive system's working better. I'm like, well, that's cool because you're adding way too much sugar with your Coke. But, you know, you got to meet people where they're at. You got to love them where they're at. Everyone is on a different journey, and it's awesome. So orange, tangerine, grapefruit, lemon, and mandarin and spearmint are the oils in Citrus Fresh. So that's orange, tangerine, grapefruit, lemon, mandarin, and spearmint. So that's Citrus Fresh, and like I said, it's very uplifting, great for gut health. Any of the citrus oils have D-limonene, and you guys can look that up. If you want later, I can put it in, and I just noticed I have messages. I can put it in the information in the comments later. So the lemon vitality is great for liver support, and it's amazing to help, again, uplift you, but digestive health, because your liver is very important for digestive health. Granted, your liver actually has over 500 functions. Your liver is just important. Be nice to your liver. Do a liver cleanse soon. I did a video on that a few weeks ago. Spring is the great time to cleanse your liver. Okay, I'm gonna wait on that one. Frankincense. So frankincense is the next oil, and frankincense smells great. And it's really great just connecting and prayer life and meditation, but it's also really good for your skin. And I put frankincense usually on topically, just neat. So that's what it is when you don't add a carrier oil. But I'm gonna say I do that because I know that none of my supplements or none of my personal care products have petrochemicals in them. So I use like the Lavender cooling mist. I think, yeah, Nate took my lotion. Nate needed the lotion. We were, like I said, mudding earlier. So, but my lotion was here. But the lotion, the shampoo, the conditioner, I've switched to all of that because I know and I trust this company because it actually has integrity, and they vet every ingredient. They make sure it's all quality. So, because what happens if you are using oils with something that does have like a petrochemical, like sodium lauryl sulfate or whatnot, is the oils are going to start attacking that, and it's going to create a redness on your skin. So, it's not necessarily a rash what's happening, and that's when you need to use a carrier oil, and use a carrier oil like coconut, almond, or olive oil. Olive oil has a pungent smell, but when you feel a hot sensation, you just want it gone. It doesn't matter what oil. Raven. So Raven is one that I've been using a lot right now, you guys, because this is a respiratory support oil. So I know a lot of people have been going to Thieves, and I love Thieves, but we need to rotate out our oils. So Raven is the one that I have been rotating out with because it has a lot of eucalyptus oils. There's other oils too, like myrtle and immune power. Those are other ones that we're going to go into more on part 2 of the immune support. So this is part 1 of immune support. But again, Raven is great for lung issues, especially deep lung issues. So I've been putting that on when I'm going to the grocery store before and after. And of course, spraying myself down with my Thieves Spray, which also comes in your starter kit. So you get a Thieves Spray and you get a tiny Thieves hand sanitizer. And the cool thing about this Thieves hand sanitizer is it kills 99.99% of all germs. It has the right amount of alcohol that the CDC requires for all this COVID-19 stuff. And so does this. This also, the Thieves Spray has the right amount of alcohol. So I've been using this because, again, it doesn't have endocrine disruptors. So your endocrine system is your hormones. If you're using products that are messing with your hormones and then also messing with your immune system, that's not going to help you with what's happening right now. Okay, so we got to make sure that we're finding and really digging into what are we using on a daily basis. What can we switch out? I'm on Essential Rewards. Essential Rewards is awesome. It's like clipping coupons without having to clip coupons because Young Living just does it for you, and you get free gifts. So I'm really quickly going to go over those free gifts, but first we have Panaway. And then we're done. Oh, I didn't do Peace and Calming. Peace and Calming, great for wild children. Panaway, great with before or after exercise. Peace and Calming is also great for when you're trying to go to sleep at night. So just thought about that. Because I know with all of the stress that's happening, we're having trouble sleeping. You guys, you have to sleep for your immune system and your body just in general. Use Valor, use Peace and Calming, use Lavender, use all 3. If those don't work, use Joy. Get Sleep Essence. There's a pill called Sleep Essence that has essential oils and melatonin and a whole bunch of stuff. So those are for some of my seasoned members who can add stuff to their Essential Rewards, because I think everyone on here is on Essential Rewards, if not a new member. And we'll go into that more later. But that is your arsenal of essential oils and how to use them. And of course, it comes with, in this beautiful box, it comes with how to use all these oils. And there's videos, and you guys know that I do classes all the time, and I'm here to talk with you guys whenever you need to, if you have any questions. So we're gonna move on, and we're gonna unmute my mom, and she's gonna talk about the Ningxia Red and how awesome that is. And I'm gonna mute myself. Go for it, Mom.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with another little shot glass that I've added frankincense, peppermint, and lavender to with my Ningxia. And you can add really whatever you want. On Young Living, there's so many recipes, but you can put whatever you want in there or nothing. They smell the lavender too. So, what is Ningxia? Well, our Ningxia Red product has been around, maybe 14, 15 years. And it had a couple of names in the beginning. It's been updated. It's been made stronger by adding more oils. By the more we find out about different types of berries, they've been added to it. And people think today, say, well, can't you just get what you need from oh yeah. Yes, please, please, please. Ningxia, from your food? Not anymore. This is not the same earth from forever. You know, things changed. It's not the turn of the century. It's way different. And there's so many studies that are done today that show you that when you can't get what you need from your own plants, and then the animals that, you know, the cows and everything else, they can't get it, we have to supplement. And Ningxia Red supports all the systems of your body. It's been shown to be a very, very nutritious, like liquid vitamin is the easiest way to say it, because it has a balance of vitamins and minerals. And I have a script here that I'm just going to skim over, because we could spend 45 minutes doing, you know, Ningxia Red. All I know is in our house, we start the day with Ningxia Red. And I have not spoken to anyone yet that after 30 days, they don't feel a difference. It's a great way to start the day because of all the whole foods in there. You would have to eat dozens and dozens of apples and oranges and broccoli and all the powerful foods, the good antioxidants that we have, to get the nutrition in just a couple of ounces. So here's 7 quick reasons behind the science of Ningxia Red. Antioxidants. It goes from acid to alkaline. It helps your body, you know, present a nice alkaline state. It gives you free radical support to get rid of, you know, those nasty free radicals that are attacking us every day, 10,000 attacks per cell per day. The vitamin and mineral pairs are in it. It's a macronutrient. In other words, it's a whole food nutrient. Number 6, it's infused with essential oils. And number 7, it has the right sugar and the right enzyme. Sugar is bad, right? No, not all sugar is bad. And Ningxia Red has a great sugar. So our cell membranes are often, you know, just overloaded with stuff. And with the right enzymes and the right sugar, great, great nutrients. So it's extremely powerful, extremely. And it tastes great. So as I mentioned, how long does it take to see the difference in the juice? Depends, of course, on everybody's individual body. there's odd ways to use Ningxia Red too, and we'll go over some of those odd ways when we do a full class on Ningxia Red. But one of the, it's not really an odd way, but when you get those little sample packets that come in your kit, yeah, show that, Jean. I love to freeze those in the summer. And they are like a really nice treat, especially when you're driving around in hot New Mexico. But there's all kinds of things. And Ningxia wolfberries are in some of our creams, so you could even apply it to your face. So that's just a quick run over with the Ningxia Red, but I do have to add, this stuff tastes so good that it is put in the back of my refrigerator with other things on it, because my boys would drink, they would drink glasses full a day if I let them. So anyway, so that's kind of that about Ningxia Red, but I do want to show you one little chart, and we have this this is the Ningxia Red 30-day challenge. And Jean and I have different 30-day charts, whether you're starting with an essential oils kit or you're going to start using Ningxia Red, whether you order it for your essential rewards. But we're going to gift you with little surprises when you follow a program of using essential oils or using Young Living products for 30 days, because we feel that confident that you will feel the difference. So go ahead. Back to you, Jean.
All right. So yeah, I am unmuted. So perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go into more on the essential rewards. I'm going to mute you too, Mom, just in case the dogs go crazy. So essential rewards and how to get these awesome products and what it all means. Also, obviously, you guys can tell that Young Living is a lifestyle company. We are essential oils, and yes, they are great, and they help support your system. And okay, they smell good. I mean, to me, it's like a win-win. Who doesn't want to smell good, right? Does anyone like smelling bad? Okay, no, right? No. Okay, so you get these awesome oils there's 3 different ways. You can become a retail customer, which is a good way because you're getting these great products. But this, to me, is for someone who's like, oh, I just want one Thieves Spray and that's it. I don't ever want to order again. The better way is the second way, which is becoming a wholesale member and getting this whole kit, which was in this pretty stand, but now it's not because I took all the oils out, and that awesome diffuser for $165. There are different diffusers, or you could do the Ningxia Red starter kit. There's also a Ningxia Red starter kit. If we're talking to you and you're like, hey, this whole food juice is something that sounds really good and sounds like it's going to support my immune system. It's up to you, whatever you guys choose. But that second way is going to save you 24% for life. That's it. There's no extra membership fee or nothing. If you go inactive, which means that you didn't buy more products, and that's okay, for a year, you have your membership, you have your virtual office, which has great education for a whole year, then you could just reactivate and get whatever you want. That's what most people did last month that I either found or they know that I do oils, and they called me up and were like, hey, what's your member number? I'm like, cool, this is great. So the third way, though, and the best way, is to jump on Essential Rewards right away. It's our prestigious Essential Rewards membership. You start at 10% back. So it's basically like your Costco membership meets your Sam's Club, or meets your cashback card, meets Amazon. Only Young Living does it better because we start at 10% and we go to 25% back. And then for that first year that you enroll, you get gifts at 3, 6, 9, and 12 months. And yes, this is a monthly thing where you order 50 a month, but you're either going to need new oils, or hopefully you're going to upgrade some items and get your mouthwash from Young Living, or your toothpaste, or your hand sanitizer, or, oh my God, this muscle rub. I slept so weird, this CBD muscle rub. This is what I use because I was like, oh, we're gonna work outside and it's kind of windy and I don't wanna get cold. I use this one because the CBD muscle rub to me is more warming. And I just made a bowling ball out of my oils. Okay, so that's the third way, and that's will get you discounted shipping, and it's awesome. It's changed lives. It continues to change lives, and that's what we're about. And we help you. You guys can plug people into this class, and I can help you get your oils for free. If you're on Essential Rewards and you're sharing these classes with people, and they're coming and they're joining, they're your people. They're not me. I don't care that I'm teaching the class. They're all yours. You're spending your Essential Rewards. You're going to get that $50, and you're going to help get your oils for free. It's really that simple. So that is, and I know some of you just came on to be educated today. I do want to mention that. That is awesome. If you can't do it right now, start saving money or wait till you get your $1,000 back quarantine check, whatever it is. Let's help change the world, and I'm here for you whenever you're ready. Let's just come to these classes, get educated so that you know, hey, I really do need the Essential Rewards Starter Kit, the Premium Starter Kit, or hey, I really do need the Ningxia Red Starter Kit. Or there's also Thieves and there's also CBD. We're going to talk about those later. But thanks. I'm going to stop the recording so people live can ask questions.